Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. I hope that everybody is raring to go and ready to get painty. I am just going to start to activate my paints. Good morning, Valerie. There we go. Maybe a little bit of robin's egg also. A little bit of green. I don't know. I haven't figured that all out just yet. But good morning, Patricia. Patricia, thank you so much for sharing the Let's Get Artsy letterpress art that you made. Oh my gosh. I am just mad about it. It's gorgeous. It's so intrigued with letterpress, you know? What a cool art form, you know? Good morning, Lindy. How are you this morning? You know what's so funny, Lindy? I'm just going to tell you. I flew home on Tuesday. Good morning, Deb. I flew home on Tuesday evening, and I was talking about in yesterday's stitch along that I wished that I had packed Arizona clothes, because I flew home in Michigan clothes, and it was cold when I left Michigan, but it was hot when I arrived in Arizona. So I was talking to my dad yesterday, and I said, Dad, it's 91 degrees here today. It was so crazy, because it was like low 40s when I left there. Like between high 30s and low 40s-ish. Oh, which isn't cold. I could just wear a flannel shirt. But I cannot wear a flannel shirt here. Hi, Lisa. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, if you're brand new here, if you would like, follow, subscribe, all the things, to Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then ask to join our private Facebook group, Stitch Along with Ann and Ann Corbiere-Scott Design Facebook groups. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, I have so many things to talk to you guys about. So while we're waiting for our paint to get all activated here, I'm going to show you some things that... So while I was at my cousin Lisa's house, look at this crayon rubbing I did. So she had some... you know what? She has a million things of cut glass and pressed glass and all the things. And so I will tell you, I always have this little bag of crayons with me in my bag of tricks and some copy paper. And so, because I always do crayon rubbings at her house. She has a million things. If you have done crayon rubbings, then you know the beauty of a crayon rubbing. Anyway, she had this little, I think it was a coaster, and on the back side of it was this flower, but the flower petals kind of curved around. But then I was like, oh, I knew I wanted to fill a whole sheet. Like now I'm into filling a whole sheet with whatever art, good morning, Nance, whatever art paper technique I'm using, I want to create a whole sheet, because I might use it for a background. I might use it for a card mat. I might use it for collage. Right? I want to be able to have a big enough piece that I can use it for all those things if I wish, right? So anyway, I filled the whole sheet. So think about that when you're next time you're looking at something to do a crayon rubbing, think about how could I fill the whole sheet with that. She had this other piece of cut glass, like a tray, and I, well, let's see if I can find it. I started to do a crayon rubbing, and you know what? It was kind of slippy, and so it just was not working for me, which was heart-wrenching because she did it and it looked really good, and I think I was just a little bit too impatient. So I have this one. So here's some more of those pieces of that same flower, and then here's the tray that I should have taken more time with, but my dad was getting ready to leave, and so I needed to, you know, skedaddle. And then he started talking to my cousin Donald, and so then I finished this whole sheet. But anyway, think about that. Think about that for your next, I don't know, when you're just kind of feeling like you want to do something, but you don't know exactly what. I used gray because I thought that's pretty neutral. You could use that in a million different applications. So anyway, think about that. Okay, so today, first, make sure everybody has a drink. I wanted to do a version of a spiderweb. We kind of do that almost every year for Halloween and in celebration of one of my favorite children's books, Charlotte's Web. So I thought what we could do this year, let's find some blank pages. Okay, so I want this to be, it's hard when you get into the end of the book, you know what I mean? Because it's heavier on the front than on the back. So I'm going to glue another page on the back side of our wonky color wheel for National Color Day. Because I want this super thick. Because I have a kind of an artsy idea for this page. But this page is our spiderweb page. So I've been thinking about how I want to do it this year. And so I planned it all out on the airplane, as I do lots of things these days. But I thought we could do some of that same technique over here, just to remember we've talked about if you learn a new technique, do it more than once, you know? So you could certainly prime your page with watercolor ground. I'm just not doing that this morning. I'm kind of just not feeling it. I am a bit sad. Well, I'm kind of a lot of sad. My cousin Bobby that I was telling you about that got the burns. Good morning, Brenda. He succumbed to his injuries, and so we lost him yesterday, hence the phone call from my dad. So things are kind of sad around here. He was just older than me, and I told you he was just so handsome and so lovely. He was funny, wicked funny, and so kind. And so I've just been reliving lots of childhood memories and, you know, sending pictures back and forth with my sister of time spent. My dad was his godfather, and so we have lots of pictures of him with our whole family, and anyway. And so my heart is breaking for my dad and for my whole family, for his children, for his grandchildren, you know, all the things. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Hey, Susan. Hey, Joni. So I'm going to start out my, bear with me today. I'm kind of all over the place. So I'm going to start my spider web with a white crayon. So I'm thinking, I think I want my main part of my spider web to be a little bit offset. So I think I'm going to make a dot here, and then I'm going to draw lines going out from there with my white crayon, because we're going to do some crayon resist. You know how I love me some crayon. There we go. Okay. So now I know I'm doing white, white on white, and so, you know, it's a little hard to see, but we're not in a rush, right? It is only 13 after 9, so we are good. So, thank you, Keels. Poor Keels. I was talking to her on the phone, and that's when my dad called, and I said, I gotta go. And then I just texted her and said, I need some time. I'm just feeling sad. Oh, thanks, Nancy. I appreciate that. So now what if we did like kind of zigzag, what if we did like zigzags in between the main lines of the spider webs. And this one I did it over 2. So let's do tighter ones. And you know, with crayon rubbing, you don't really know what you did, like how it comes out, until you put some paint on top. So, I mean, you do your spider webs however you want to do your spider webs. Right? I just wanted to mix it up a little bit this year. Okay, I'm going to turn and see if I can see what I'm doing here. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lindy. Good morning, Kath. Hi, Donna. How are you this morning? So, let's see. How did I do? Looks like I have crayon kind of everywhere. Okay, so the technique that I saw, and make sure you have yourself a little Ziploc bag of crayons that you just kind of carry with you everywhere, because you just never know when a crayon rubbing opportunity is going to happen upon you. I was telling my cousin Lisa, you know where I find some of the coolest stuff? Hotels. Hotel rooms. Okay, so the thing that I saw that I thought would be a fun technique for us to play with is where, so I'm going to get a little bit more water on these paints. I want them pretty wet. I want them pretty liquidy. And I'm going to kind of mix them. So this I'm using is the Spectrum, just a sec, I need a paper towel. The Spectrum 11 palette from Beam, which I love. Right, so I'm going to just really activate that, get that water mixed into that paint. Then I did these 3 blues and purples, right? But I also did, cleaning my brush, I also did, oh, my cousin died, Kath. That's what I was talking about. So I have this little bit of robin's egg that I'm thinking I want to mix in there too. So let's get that activated. And spring green. Good morning, Vic. And then I have that fall poplar. I love that. We saw so many poplar trees on Sugar Island. Okay, so here's the technique that I saw. So my paints are nice and goopy and wet, right? Thanks, Tam. So I have my spiderweb drawn on here, and I'm going to just pour some of this paint on here, right? And then I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to splat it. So I'm splatting paint everywhere. You know, it's all an experiment. But this is watercolor. You know what? It wipes off. It's all right. I just thought there was a kind of a cool way to paint this splatting paint with your finger. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna get some more water on there. See if I can pull some more color. Right? Let's just continue the splat. It's kind of fun. It's a big old mess. I'm just going to tell you. Tammy will probably have a cow. She doesn't like the mess as much as her friend Anne. But shut up, you guys. So I can just move it and splat some more. Oh, thank you, Susan and Joni. Thanks, Tam. Yeah, we're pretty sad around here. You know, he just had so many complications from those burns, you know. He had a stroke and he had pneumonia and he was ventilated and you know how that goes. I love this up here where it's just really let's get some of that. Okay, so so now that this, I know, Tam, your mom would hate this. So, but you know what? Just look at my desk. It's just a mess, but I'm feeling like I might want to do these same colors on the other page. I'm going to take a Clorox wipe and clean up what I got going first. Wipe my finger a little bit. Oh, I just dropped it. dropped it and my pages are so heavy that the whole cover came off. Yikes. Well, oh gosh. I don't know that I could ever duplicate this, but oh, Joni, you know I love it. You know I love it. Why didn't I put anything down first, like a piece of paper? Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Okay. Holy smokes, you guys. Maybe that's just what I needed this morning. I just needed to make a big mess. Make myself feel a little bit better. Because I know he's in a better place. I know he's not hurting anymore. I know, do you know what I mean? Whenever you lose someone, especially someone who is suffering, you don't want them to suffer. You want them to stay here because you're selfish and you want them with you. Do you know what I mean? And I know that in my head. But I know he's in a better place. I know he is. Okay. But I feel bad for his boys. And their kids, you know. Okay. Okay. So now I have this mess. So this is my spiderweb page, and it kind of looks eerie and spooky, right? So I have the spider from the, I think I'm going to dry this and see what we got going here first. I love that I put a little bit of green in there, you guys. I feel like that's really, that kind of really, up here, this is really feeling quite eerie and, you know, all the things. So I'm feeling like this is kind of looking like how I want it to look, but I have a couple more ideas. I knew I wanted to do that splat paint with my finger, but then I wanted to come back in with a couple more tools. So I want to dry this. Let me see if I can splat. If I can get rid of some of this. So I can show you my next steps that I've been thinking about. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it so much. Okay, so now the next step that I talked about to myself on the airplane was I wanted to enhance this, right? I wanted to enhance this with my Inktense pencil, and then, so I want to sharpen that because I want to really come in and get some nice, whoops. Let's see if I can get a nice point on here. There, well, it's all right. Now I want to come in and just kind of enhance where the spider web kind of intersects, right? So my pencil is barely touching my paper, but do you see how that's already starting to it's already starting to make things pop just a little bit more. I want to do that at all my intersections. Oh my gosh. It's just looking spooky and eerie, and I'm loving that. I love that, I love that, I love that. I hope you guys can see what just this little bit of Inktense pencil is bringing. And that it's not perfectly, do you know what I mean? Like the intersections are kind of just all over the place and wonky, and that is making me so happy. Right? So do you see where we're going here? So this is going to take some time, but I want to get everything out to you guys. Oh, we're only at 9:30. We're good, we're good, we're good. So I just want to keep enhancing these kind of shadowy dark spots. And because the paper, because we splatted it, right, the color's just kind of all over the place. It's not down in, it's just so random, right? We didn't, there's no rhyme or reason to the patterning, and I'm just like completely for that. Right? Just take your time, please. Right? Oh my gosh. Right? Oh my gosh, when I was in Canada, so we'll play with it next week, which will kill me to wait another whole week, but while I was in Canada, we had to go over for some business, but I asked my dad, I go, hey, can we stop at the mall? He's like, yeah. And so he went and got a cup of coffee while I went to the bookstore. It is charcoal gray Inktense. So pretty. But look what I got. A Canadian Elle magazine. So I don't know. I was going to get the American one too, to just see like what's, come on. What can I do with that? I don't know. But we'll play with it next Thursday. We'll do more. Oh, so I was going to tell you. So, it was $7.99 Canadian, which is, I'm trying to think what the exchange rate is. It's pretty decent right now. It's pretty look at this. She's a singer-songwriter. Look at this dress. Anyway, I can't wait to play in it next week. I can't wait. I can't wait. With my Poscas and my who knows what else. Okay, so I have a lot of Inktense down here, right? So now I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to wet it down, and then I just want it to be damp. Because I just want to build up the shadows in kind of a washy, watery, washy kind of way. Can you see that? Dip my brush, and then I'm really tapping it off, so this is just damp. It's not wet, it's just damp. And then wipe off that excess. Absolutely, Sarah. Come tune in on Thursdays. That's when we usually do magazine art. But today, I knew I wanted to do a Halloween-y page in our art journal, and I knew I wanted to play with this splat technique. And can I tell you, I kind of loved it. I think I will try it with my 10-year-old great niece, Desiree. I think she will flip out for it, right? So I didn't do every intersection. I did some, and I'm just softening that, right? Try to blend that out a bit. You can use your paper towel if you want to kind of dab up more of that pigment. And you might take some of that pigment that you pull from one area and paint it onto another area. That's an idea too. You know? It's kind of cool. I have down here I have this intersection that has kind of a lot of different, look at, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Here. The more you get into it, the more you like really start to play with the composition of it all. Do you know what I mean? You're going to start to see these little pockets of magic. Like, look at this. I have this little kind of almost a star that's happening down here. So I just want to really kind of play that up just a little bit, but like kind of subtly also, right? Okay, so now I have this layer. Now I'm thinking about my sparkle pens. So in here I have all manner I have a purple sparkle pop. I think I have, like a black one and I have blue. Look at all these colors. I know. I mean, seriously. Shouldn't I be ashamed of myself with all these pens? Not at all. Ooh, there it is. Oh, here it is. I love them all. Oh, that green, that might be kind of fun to play with, right? I think the black one, I kind of killed it. Oh, there's a silver one. That would be pretty. Okay, my thought was, I wanted to enhance things with these pens. So let's play with our sparkle pops. Let's play with the black. What if we just do some kind of random lines? And I'm not really pressing. But then I'm wondering, I was thinking, what if I go over that with like a silver? Do you know what I mean? So that it's kind of muted, but I still get the shimmer that you get from a spider web. You know what I mean? Do some of the green up here. So I'm doing a little bit of the green, but I think I want to do the same thing with the green that I did with the black. I think I want to come in and go over it with the silver to kind of mute it slightly. Oh. I also have these, the purple and the blue. I think that's going to be gorgeous. Everybody take a drink. See what we get. Let's try the purples. See what we get. See, look at, here's my whole my whole my step-by-step thought process about my spider web. I'm doing a little bit of stippling with the purple, see what we get. So you get the idea of where I'm going here. Wingastella would work, but just know that the Wingastella is good because it's wet. It's going to pick up some of this, of the paint, the color underneath. So just be careful with that. But we could certainly use any other gel pens. I just thought, I have these sparkle pops. I've had these probably for 10 years. I just love them. Oh, you know what? Let's try all the... Yeah, use whatever you have, Deb. If you don't have sparkly gel pens, then use your Wink Estella. Use some shimmery paint. Do you know what I mean? Use what's in your artsy arsenal. Maybe all you have is kids glitter glue. We'll pull that kids glitter glue out and put it down on a palette, and then water it down, and you could enhance whatever you're painting. Do you know what I mean? So now I'm going over it with the silver, kind of muted a little bit. And the silver is a little more sparkly, I think. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's just coming along so pretty. And I'm kind of not really touching my pen to the paper, like no pressure. So I'm just kind of getting random sparkle. Do you know what I mean? Deb, I just read what you wrote. Whatever, you know what? I have a lot of the things that you use too. Because that's who we are. It is who we are. So we went for a walk this morning and around the park like we always do, and I was trying to listen to my birds, you know, and big trucks kept passing by, and so I couldn't hear them, and I was all upset about traffic. So dumb. I like this because it's so random, so it feels like the spider web is kind of like we're looking at it in the dark, or I don't know. Okay, now let's come back in with the silver. I was talking to my a couple members of my design team, and we were talking about all the businesses that are closing, you know, in the paper arts world. Photoplay and a couple of magazines and Avery L. It's just the worst. It's just the saddest, you know. I said, but art supplies don't go out of style. Art supplies. Paint. I mean, all these other things are super fun, but just know that, you know. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at it. It's making me so happy. All that sparkle. And I wanted it to just look like this, like eerie and kind of effervescent. I know I'm kind of close today. I don't know how that happened. That my camera's so low. But I wanted to, but I also want to add two more things to this. So I will continue to work on this spider web, but I'm going to set that aside and pull out the Hey Boo art printable. Because I want to use this spider right here, and this I just printed this on oh, take another drink, everybody. I wanted to print this on copy paper because I wanted it thin to go into my art journal. Everybody take a drink. Take a big one. Make it worth it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this spider out. And I have the perfect quote that I want to include on my page that I have not lettered yet, but I will. And it's a quote from Charlotte's Web. You have been my friend. That in itself is a tremendous thing. That's what Charlotte says to Wilbur. Okay, so I have this paint from Tessa that she got on some excursion she was on somewhere along the line. And it is called Fine Tec. Has anyone played with these before? Let's get some more paper towel. It is called Pearlescent Colors. And this one is a deep black, which I thought would be so perfect for the spider, right? So I did wet it a little bit earlier to kind of get it activated a bit. So now I'm just working that color into the water, making them become one. Now I want to paint this spider with this pearlescent pink. I did hear that gackle again this morning. Fine Tec's, what did you say? Gold watercolor. Oh, well, I'll have to look for that. Because I think they have these at Dick Blick, if I'm remembering correctly. But I have a gold from Beam that I love. It's my favorite one. It's called Fairytale Gold. But you know, I'm not above having more than 1 or 10 of the same color, so okay, so I want that to dry. If you want to try and keep your water kind of clean, wipe off the excess paint onto your paint cloth or your paper towel, and then dip your paintbrush into water instead of trying to swish it around as much. That, I think that helps. Just know it's a mess no matter what you do. Oh, this is gonna be pretty. So then I'll fussy cut this and find it a home. And then I will letter that quote. You have been my friend. That in itself is a tremendous thing. I love that. I loved that quote. Oh, so this week is Day of the Dead celebration also, and Halloween. So I have a art printable called Alejandra, which is my hairdresser's name, and she is Hispanic, and so I have all manner of things on that art printable. But the paper flags, and now I don't remember the name of them. But anyway, let's paint one of those because, you know, why wouldn't we, for pity's sake? So I'm thinking, wouldn't it be pretty to do it in shades of like oranges and yellows? So I have these three I just thought it would be kind of cool to just have it want it kind of blendy of the color. Oh my gosh, this morning peach is so pretty. It's kind of a, I think this one might be one of their gouache colors. And now I have this pumpkin color, which is so pretty. So I'm just going to get some main color down, and then I will come in and enhance it as I go along. And then I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with the background. I don't know if I want to come in and try and fussy cut all of that, if I want to color it black so it looks like the black is shining through. If I want to do I don't know. I haven't figured that part out just yet. Or if I want to paint it, like have it be light, like the sun is shining through it, that might be pretty. Now I'm coming in with my second coat in some areas, and in some areas first coat. Ugh, I love it so much. There are other panels for these paper flags on the art printable. There's other artwork too. Oh, I just love it so much. Let's do more of this deeper orange. And like this is just watercolor on copy paper. Like I'm not doing anything, do you know what I mean? There's nothing, I didn't treat it in any way. Just kind of feeling it this morning. Oh, so pretty. tap, and then let's move that color out. It can be deep in one area, and then, do you know what I mean? And then let's just blend it out. But I want all those little other bits and pieces to kind of shine through. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I hope you guys are having so much fun this morning. I hope you're getting painty right alongside me. Sometimes I will say I am reminded how art heals me. Being in my artsy community heals me. Painting heals me. Drawing heals me. It's so crazy. I was having such a crazy day yesterday because I got that call pretty early in the day. And then I got a text from Adorn-It, and they wanted more, like a couple more pieces for my poinsettia release. And I just sat on the couch and I just drew it and drew and drew and drew. Hi, Susie. Hey, Jennifer. Anyway. Art heals. Hey, Aunt Chris. I love you, love you, love you. So I'm going to let this dry completely. I'm going to work on my spiderweb page, and I hope you do too. I can't wait to see what you create with it all. With that, crazy. Let's fussy cut that guy, or this girl, Charlotte. Where are we gonna put her? Where's she gonna find a home on this page? Think about your magazine art that we will pick back up next Thursday. Look for something in the newsletter tomorrow. Don't forget to open it. There's always something in there. There's always something in there. I have some more creations with the Your Paper Insider box, and well, and funny stories to tell you. I adore you all. Thank you so much. Hey, David. Vic, are you up for a phone call in a minute? Anyway, I adore you all. Have a great day. Open your newsletter tomorrow, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye, everyone.